Okay, there we go. Second replay of the starting ranked PvP games here that I played. Another game against TopS3cret right here. He's playing Fire, and I play Shadow Tier 1. So that is pretty much the same as the other match that I casted in the first place. And yeah, we see a very passive start from me, picking up a power well right here in the corner, because I wanted to scale up a little bit. You may consider this as a mistake, to be honest. This is a pretty debatable power well, because on this map it's very small. You can prevent the Fire player from taking this early power well by simply playing aggressive. If he takes it, you can rush him because the map is so small, and this pretty much leads to a lower void level, where usually the Shadow Splash decks pretty much benefit from, because Fire splashes most of the time, especially Pure Fire has the high cost AoE, high DPS damage spells that are very important for the deck to effectively attack, because you have to sort of support your fire down to your siege unit, and therefore pretty much picking up power well from both sides here may be an advantage for TopS3cret in the first place. So tier 1 fights breaking out on this side of the map, because there's a little bit more space to split up units against Eruption, against Nasty and all that stuff. And this gives more room to micro, so both players end up here preferring this space to fight. So these units are retreating, and thugs come into play. Quite powerful on maps like Irmia, because there's not that much room to micro them properly, the Forsaken, and the thugs can effectively chase them down right here. And you see there's the split attack ongoing by the Scavenger here, so he is trying to get down this power bulb. As you see, I am low on power, and there comes the Sundra, so I immediately decide to engage here. But on the small surface he gets off a very good eruption here, so this is quite good for him though. But I do have a lot of power right here, so this attack is definitely succeeding, even though he got off that good eruption and the second decent eruption here. So that power well went down here, but in the end it's gonna be a trade-off, because there are 6 Forsakens still alive and TopS3cret is at 60 power, so an eruption could come in here at best. I think he should have erupted these squads here. That one would have been low, these ones would have been dead. This eruption here was a mistake. In the meantime, the Sundra is attacking the main base, but the orb is helping, and now I decide to defend that one as well by using Frenzied Forsaken. So this well drops, which leads to the trade. 1 for 1 for now, and this Sundra here drops Motivate coming in to support the attack, so I want to push for that next power well here. But my Forsaken are pretty low, so I have to be quite careful at splitting and microing, because one eruption could pretty much end this entire offense. And thugs are being played to chase down the low HP units. As you can see, that split was definitely not optimal. That eruption clears 3 Forsaken and pretty much negates the power of that attack. If I micro better, I would have been able to maybe get off something more than just some units here. The power was, as you can see, definitely untouched. And Forsaken, yeah. But there are 4 Sunstriders with high DPS attacking all the time, and yeah. There comes the Mass Frenzy, because there's no way to retreat them effectively anymore. These ones come out of daze and get focused by the thugs, but I don't want these ones to die as well, so I try to run away. In the meantime, these Frenzy Forsaken are trying to pull out some DPS. This Sunstrider squad was very well played. It body blocked the Forsaken, so the thugs could catch up, and the Sunstriders also add up some DPS to finish them off. So very well played by TopS3cret, and he picks up a power by himself. As you can see, he has 5 units left, and He really defended that attack effectively, so I'm pretty much behind right now because he simply does have so many units on the ground. So I pick up a power well, which is pretty much as far away from his position as possible, so I don't have to face his units immediately, and it allows me to keep up in power wells for now and sort of delay the attack, so I get some of my void back into my pool here. So the attack is coming from the side. He's trying to split up my attention here, attacking from two sides. Very well played so far. Sunstrider, another Sunstrider coming in, so pretty much double side attack here, facing onto this orb. Dread Charger coming in, as you can see. Nasty was pretty much planned here. He saw that, he tried to split a little bit, so at least this Sunstrider squad doesn't die due to the split. In the meantime, another Dread Charger being played right here, because I'm pretty low on Forsaken charges at that point in time, so I also need to consider that. So this attack almost deflected. The orbs is luckily here to support that. It really makes a difference against the Sunstriders, because it pretty much takes 10 shots to kill an entire squad. So this orb is really doing some work here. And as he retreats, this Dread Charger is about to chase down one of the Sunstriders here. I'm avoiding to run over this one, because I want to have him. I want to leave that Sunstrider squad here, because it binds 50 power. Now he kills it by himself, because he realized that I didn't went for the kill here, but he managed to retreat with the Forsaken. The Sunstriders are still alive, so he can heal up again. Tries to pick up a third power by himself, and here in the meantime I will run to the side and pretty much respond, because he has a very high amount of units, and there's no effective way to attack with the low amount of Forsaken charges that are left in my pool. So the power wall comes in right here, and another power wall immediately. So massing power wells, and at that point I pretty much want to sort of make sure that I have the opportunity to scale into tier 3. So fourth power wall here picked up by myself, so fourth extra power. And yeah, he's microing his units on this side, trying to chase down the Dread Charger on the other side, so I get a pretty decent pick off with my Dread Chargers. Eruption in here, he's trying to push forward, gets out the Dread Charger, the Scavenger snipes out the damaged Forsaken, and try to frenzy to increase the DPS. In the meantime, the Dread Chargers are doing a very good job. Keep in mind that I don't have many Forsaken charges, so I am pretty much forced to play these Dread Chargers here. And yeah, this attack pretty huge so far, and that Eruption missed. That is so unlucky. He had a very good idea of erupting this Dread Charger immediately to prevent the Nasty, but it missed. So the Nasty kills all 4 Sunstriders here. That could have been a much better trade for him right here. So I'm pretty much stabilized right here, back in the game. But TopS3cret has a lot of power, as you can see. He has a 250, I'm at 200, so a little bit low, but I also have a second Dread Charger, while he has just one Scavenger. But in the meantime, I try to sort of bait him to pick up this tier 2. I would immediately nasty that Dread Charger to kick that, because an orb starts with like 300 HP, slightly, I think it's 330 something. A nasty surprise does more than 400 damage. I think it's 438 onto a full HP Dread Charger. So that would be the kill. But yeah, Nox Trooper coming in, because well, no Forsaken charges. I pretty much misclicked. I wanted to overload that one, but I clicked onto the Dread Charger, so I pretty much clicked onto that ability and not onto Nox Trooper, which is quite bad. Trading here 1-for-1, Scavenger for Dread Charger, which is fine. Nasty surprise, it's okay, because this is going into tier 2 quite soon, which pretty much means that the tier 1 stuff is not as effective, so nesting that, yeah, still not power effective. Right now I'm at 300 power, so I pick up tier 2. TopS3cret has the power as well, picks it up by himself, and tries to snipe out my Forsaken, and does a pretty good job at that. He gets off the pick. The Sunstriders are finishing that off, and he immediately slows down the Dread Charger. Micros the Scavenger, this one survives, very well played here on the side. In the meantime, the Nox Trooper trying to chase down the Scavenger. Dread Charger moving to the middle to pretty much secure this spot, and I go tier 3 immediately because I do have 6 power wells, a decent void pool, and I really want to avoid a high void level tier 2 against pure fire, especially because I don't have Mountaineer. TopS3cret has no tier 3 spot, so he decides to pressure with his remaining power from tier 2 units here, and immediately Scorched Earth, trying to focus down my monument here, getting down that orb. So I respond with a cold snap, hitting these 3 units here, but 3 fire dances immediately going onto this orb. The Enforcer from the side attacking the power wall right here. So Nightcrawler comes in, getting nasty. A Lurish Nasty would be so nice right here, that would have killed all 3, but I don't have that one in my deck. Another Nightcrawler Nasty to get rid of these. Not very effective, but it's sort of required to keep this orb alive. Ashbomb Pyro trying to sort of increase the spot, but he's attacking at 3 sides, shield building, pretty much deflecting. He tried to pick up the Ashbomb with the Wildfire, this one gets microed. In the meantime, the Enforcer is still hammering down to that power well. Yeah, freeze onto the 3 fire dancers here, so the Ashbomb can pretty much clear that one out. Cobalt trick onto that one, so it doesn't drop. So far everything went fine for me. I didn't lose anything, even though I had to clear this one with very, very low power efficiency. Silverwood Lancers are coming in. I try to heal up my Ashbomb, but it's not very effective. Fire Dancer here to support the Enforcer attack, very, very important here, because it increases the DPS. Silverwood Lancer Nasty killing everything over here. But in the meantime, this power well dropped. So right now TopS3cret is up by 1 power well. Silverwood Lance is coming in here to clear out the Enforcer. And another split attack. Enforcer going for that orb. Fire Dancer is it's pretty good because he has a very, very close distance to my orb. And this well here dropped as well. I maybe could have saved that one. But he's applying pressure at so many places. I need to make sure that I don't lose any of my orbs, because that would be a very, very bad thing for me. So Ashbomb going onto the Enforcer. This one dies here. Silverwood Lance is getting cleared out. So TopS3cret is up by 2 power wells, but down in tech level. So it depends on how he defends right now against the Ashbomb Pyros, and if he's going to survive or not. So Gladiatrix going in to get rid of the Ashbomb Pyro, freeze onto these 4 units to make sure that the Ashbombs have a little bit more freedom to get off some DPS. And yeah, this one's about to die, so it gets motivated just in the last second here. In the meantime, this Fire Lance is still attacking, so he's forcing the Silverwood Lance spam spawn. So I cannot support this attack properly here, even though a lot of units here die because that motivated Ashbomb inflicts a very, very high amount of damage. So Silverwood Lance is going for a split attack on the side right now. Ashbomb going onto that 2 power wells here. He still has 1 scavenger back in the line, so I didn't attack that spot because I think he simply didn't notice that one. He has 60 bound power by that, which is pretty bad for him, because it's simply slowing him down in terms of tempo. Since this power simply misses in his void pool. So the Enforcers cleared out the Lances on the side. He's still trying to attack. Timeless One comes into play here, and Cold Snap to keep these units in place. So the Timeless One immediately freezing the Skyfire Drake. Sadly didn't hit the Enforcer. This attack got cleared. Another attack is ongoing to the bottom side. He's probably focusing the orb immediately because it didn't heal. In the end. So he's using the Scavenger now to slow down the Silverwood Lances. Now he noticed that he had that unit around. Another Wildfire against my counter unit here, the Ashbomb Pyro. And Timeless One to support that, but he makes sure that this Ashbomb doesn't survive. Silverwood Lances are dead. The Skyfire Drake pretty much retreated. This attack got blocked, but there's still an Enforcer right here on the side. Right now there is an attack. TopS3cret wanted to go to 3, but I realized that, so I immediately attacked with 2 Ashbombs, pretty much to force him playing some more counter units, and yeah, probably delayed this timing here. The Ashbomb Pyro still, the damage gets spread, so it's not as effective in this certain scenario. So I have to motivate this, trying to attack on the other side. Maybe I should have switched to Tremors here earlier. I do have them in my deck, and that is what I realized here. That they may end up being more effective. So I used them here, and Well, this monument's still under attack by the Enforcer. There's another Gladiatrix coming from the defense. Another Tremor here to pretty much attack and pressure the power wells. And here comes the tier 3 by TopS3cret, and he has pretty high void pool here. I think his regeneration was like by plus 19 or something. But since he has like this 250 power spent, these Tremors are pretty much wrecking havoc right here. So this one kicks a power well, this one is here, kicks another power well, so this is looking quite good right now for me, and I'm equalizing in power wells. This is trying to get that one down. Third power well gone. This pretty much looks like a tempo speed, and that was a mistake by myself. I got 4 power wells here, but in the end that was such a bad aura of corruption. I wanted to freeze that Juggernaut, and well, I pretty much killed my own units by that. That was such a bad play, and such a misclick that is very unfortunate, to be honest. So this power was still alive so far, but well, I do have some problems of 2 Giant Slayers going in. I maybe should have nastied them by Silver Lancer, so that well dropped. So TopS3cret is down to one power well, so if I stabilize, I may end up winning this game, because right now I am getting great advantages. This game is pretty much on the edge right now. The Juggernaut comes in, there's a double Giant Slayer attack, triple attack, and he's attacking my Ashborn right now. This one gets damaged, this orb is the slowdown, but there comes the Stampede into my orb, and there it drops. Now we have a problem. I do have 2 Frost Orbs and I cannot spawn anything. So this orb drops as well. Now I'm tier 1, even though I do have the power lead. TopS3cret has a very high void return and yes, the tech lead. So right now I'm at 1 timeless 1 and I cannot pick up orbs at any place on the map. And this is the end of the game. I think that was very well played by TopS3cret. Really nice game here, pretty close. Pretty much two big unfortunate events happened. One of them happened in tier 1 where he pretty much missed that eruption onto my Dread Charger, and I got off the 4-man nasty and the aura of corruption onto my own units in the end. That was pretty unfortunate on both sides, but yeah, I think so. That was a pretty amazing game. In the end, I ended up losing that one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching, and see you in the next match.